Hi everybody, this is Salar and you guys are learning C Sharp in this course. In our previous lecture, we learned the use of escape sequences, and just like I told you, we would cover comments in this lecture. Comments in a program file are absolute necessary. You as a programmer will develop an habit to put comments on your code. Short and descriptive comments help others to understand your code. So let's move on and learn to put comments in C Sharp. We will also discuss the best practice. Later on in this lecture, we will also see comments are amazing tool to debug code and find errors. So in C Sharp, we have three different types of comments. We call them single line comments, multi-line comments, and XML documentation comments. First two types are common, and the last one, XML documentation, is actually for industrial development of softwares. I will show you all the three types one by one. So let's move on. So here is a code from the previous lecture. Let's remove the code and change the topic. Our topic here is comment. Now I will write some code which we did not cover yet. The only purpose here is to show you the proper use of the comments, the best practice. So you do not need to focus on the code. You only focus the use of the comments on the code, right? So here we have initial settings for any applications. For example, let's just suppose in an application, we have some initial settings, login attempt, username and password. And above this line of code, we can put a single line comment that simply tells the purpose and the usage of these variables. A single line comment is put using the double forward slash. You can see an example here, and you've already seen several examples in the previous lectures. So this is a single line comment, and everything we write after these two forward slash should be considered as comment. Compilers does not process the comments. Comments are totally ignored. They are for you, for me, for others. Now here we can write initialize system login variables. So you see a short and descriptive comments for all the variables. You do not need to have a single comment on each line. For example, like this, creating login attempt counter, uh, variable, or like here, creating constant username variable, right? So you don't need to put comments like this. It's not a good practice. Try to put a single comment, descriptive comments above the code. So this is how we put single line comment. If you want to put another comment, then you must start with the forward slash once again to put another single line comment. Now I'm going to write another piece of code where I will use multi-line comments. Now, for example, we have a method that uh, calculates the revenue. What you see is a method in programming, and we will cover methods later on in our course. And this method, as you can see, the name of the method, it calculates the revenue and receives a parameter. Now, above this method, we can put multi-line comments to tell more about this method and its functionality. Multi-line comment has different syntax. We open the comment with forward slash and asterisk like this, and then close the comment with asterisk and forward slash. Now, what you see here is a multi-line comment, and it can be stretched over several lines. As you can see, I am pressing enter, and whatever I write in between is actually considered as multi-line comment. For example, row 1, here we have row 2. As you can see, all the rows or all the lines are considered as comments. So multi-line comments are used to provide or to document more information, detailed information about the code. Now, for example, for this method or for this code, we can write This block of code calculates the revenue based on the gross income. Another line, this method is for quarter calculations. So this is how we use the multi-line comments. Just remember the syntax. Now the last one is XML documentation comments. And like I told you in the introduction, they are the special one. XML comment uses the XML tags in order to document or describe the different part of the code. The compiler can easily extract the information using the XML tags. You do not need to use XML comments as long as you are learning. But if you are working for some company, you are developing commercial softwares, then there can be a requirement to use XML comments for the documentation purpose. Let's have another piece of code. Let's say we have another method which is called add. This method will also return something, and we'll take two parameters, number one, number two. It will simply add both numbers and return the result. Now I want to document this method using the XML documentation comments. I will come right above the method. Now instead of 2/, I will type 3/, 1, 2, and 3. And here comes the summary tag. In the summary, we write the summary of the method. For example, this method adds two numbers. And now we are going to close the summary tag like this. We can also document the parameter. There are some predefined tags in the XML like this. Parameter tag, XML tag is for the parameters. For example, the name of the first parameter is number one, and this is the first number. We can duplicate this line of code even for the second parameter, which is number two. And we also have return tag, and here we can put the sum of two numbers. As you can see, this comment looks special, right? So my friends, that was the first part of the lecture, how to put comments and use them wisely. Like I told you in the introduction of this lecture, comments can also be used for debugging and error searching. They are great to use. So what do we usually do? Using the comment, we can switch off a single line of code or a block of code so that we can focus only the problematic area. Now, for example, I just want to focus on this piece of code, and I know that this one is working fine. So I can simply switch off this entire piece like this and switch off this entire piece like this. Now I can only focus on this method. If I run the program, the compiler will totally ignore everything here, right? They are commented out. Compiler will only focus on this piece of code because this is the active one. Might be wondering now, how did I manage to comment out several lines of code at once? I actually used key combination, and I believe every programmer today use key combinations to comment and uncomment the code. Let's have a look. I wanna uncomment the code. I will select the code, use the key combination, and now the code is uncomment. I wanna uncomment my variables. I will use the key combination and the code is uncomment. So let me teach you the key combination. The first one is for comment out and the second one is for uncomment. For comment out, we use the key combination Control K plus C, and for uncomment, Control K plus Q. Very simple combination, Control KC and Control KU. Let's do some practice. Now I wanna comment out this first line, this single line of code. I will put my cursor somewhere on the line. For example, at the end of the line, And now I will press and hold the control key. I will keep it pressed all the time. So here I press the control key. Now I will press and release K and press and release C. As you can see, the line is commented. Same I will do with the username line. I will press the control key and I will keep it pressed all the time. Then press and release K and press and release C. The line is commented. To uncomment the line, I can do it one by one, or I can simply select both the lines. Now I will press the control key, keep it pressed all the time, press and release K and press and release U. As you can see, both the lines are now uncommented. So this is how you can use these shortcut keys to comment and uncomment very fast. Now, for example, if I do not use the shortcut keys and I want to comment out this method, one option here is I will put manually single line comments on each line, as you can see here, right? And to uncomment manually, I need to do the same process in reverse order. It's simply a time consuming method, even though we have 3 lines, but it felt a lot. Another manual option, which is much better than the previous one, is you can use multi-line comments to comment out the entire piece of code. For example, we start the multi-line comment from here, and then we'll go down, and here we will put the closing comment. Now the piece of code is totally commented out. The best way here is to use the key combination. Just select the piece of code like this and press the Control K. See, comment and Control K. You uncomment. That's it. So my friends, that was a detailed lecture on comments. Now we know how to put comments and how to use them wisely. In the next lecture, we will talk about errors in programming. In programming, errors are categorized in 3 categories and we will look closer to them. I will see you there and thanks for watching this lecture.